We're scooting out here. We're scooting all around here.
And having the leg hooked when you roll or no?
You could, but you don't have to. Honestly, the leg gets hooked if I'm really fighting it. If he's kind of got my feet a little bit better here, then I'll hook it. Then I'll come up. Then almost come to my feet. I wrestled here at Monsignor Farrell High School. Started wrestling at their middle school program, probably like third, fourth grade. And my dad was a wrestling coach, so he got me into wrestling. I played a lot of sports when I was younger. Loved a lot of sports, but there was always just a special connection with wrestling, and I'm 23 years old, and I'm still doing it. Wrestling is such a unique sport. It's unlike a lot of sports, it's individual, and there is obviously a team aspect, but it's one-on-one. You win, all the glory goes to you. You lose, it's really no one else to blame but yourself. It takes a certain type of person to wrestle, and it really builds your character, and it's just a lot of fun every time you're out there. Wrestling is so physically demanding. You get out of a practice, you lost like 6 pounds of sweat. It's kind of gross, it's kind of crazy. So physically, you gotta be on top of your hydration, top of your nutrition, top of your sleep. Like, a lot of stuff comes outside the mat on how you're gonna perform on the mat. It's very just demanding of you. And obviously there's a weight aspect. Unfortunately, you have to be losing weight most of the time. You have to cut a good amount of weight. So you gotta manage that, you manage your diet, eating enough but not eating too much so you're able to fuel your practice. So you gotta focus mentally on what you wanna work on, what do you wanna accomplish today. Am I working on a certain technique, or I just wanna blow my lungs out? I wanna go as hard as possible, right? There's more of a focus to it. But then at the same time, when you're in practice, you have to think about it like, if this is a match, what am I doing? How am I gonna prepare myself? And it's hard to do every day. It's a grind. There's times I'll take this to my feet. We'll show that in a second. But I take this to my feet sometimes. I'm not going backwards, I'm going forward. And I post on my right elbow. And now this is back, and it's caught here. But guys are scrambling here, guys are rolling around. Start challenging. Put them in the world of hurt here. Favorite match, favorite moment? Probably my favorite moment going back was winning states my senior year. That was just like, almost like the lifelong accomplishment at the time, and it was an amazing moment. My friends, my family, I really wasn't supposed to win. I kind of dominated and did, so it felt great. It's a lot of, as much as I love competing, I love winning, I want to be a national champ, I want to be the best I could be. Like, there's so many friendships, experiences that I would never have without the sport of wrestling. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Sam. The worst I've probably had was I broke my elbow, like really bad, my sophomore year of high school. Like, thought it was dislocated. I had like nerve damage in my hand. I needed surgery. It was really bad. So that was probably the worst. Everything's not going to feel great every day. You just got to learn to manage it, treat the injuries, be smart with your training, and luckily, knock on wood again, I've been pretty healthy at this point in my career. The wrestling community is so unique and so great. It's, wrestling's more of a niche sport. It's not on TV every day. It's not, guys aren't getting paid billions of dollars to do wrestling. But wrestling, like, there's such a respect when you see a wrestler out on the street. If you see these cauliflower ears, I see a guy with cauliflower ears, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Where'd you wrestle? And, you kind of just have like a bond already. So there's just such a tight bond in the wrestling community and such a respect, because we, on the highest Olympic level to if you wrestled in junior high, there's a respect for the sport and what you go through every day. So yeah, I'd say there's a real tight bond in the wrestling community. You know what? With wrestling, I'm in my 6th year of college wrestling. I wake up every day and something hurts, and you kind of just have to deal with it, get through it. You gotta manage it, gotta treat it. But I've been blessed, knock on wood, to not have many major injuries.
How was that match?
Oh, that was an interesting one. Had to dig deep and win that one late. But all hard, baby.
Pull my fucking shirt. Pull my shirt.
Choice. Offense.
Get that locked in. Let me count. Fucking Jimmy!
And me personally, I hate losing more than I love winning. I love winning, but I hate losing. I'll think about it all night. I'll think about it matches that happened a year ago, and like it'll still bother me. So really, it takes a special type of person to be a wrestler, and like one of those aspects is you gotta hate losing more than you love winning. Like I'm in my last year of competing. I've been wrestling a long time. I just love wrestling. I love competition. I still have goals that I think are very possible. To be a national champion this year, to be an All-American, that I've come really close but haven't done yet. So that definitely drives me. I don't want to give up a takedown. I want to be more dominant every day. So I'm just a very competitive person, and my goals drive me, but also just competition drives me. Just being the better guy every day drives me.